So for starters, I figured I'd give you an overview of the controls. This will not take long because there's not a lot of controls. The log clamp is purely mechanical, and that is right here. You'll operate that with your left hand. It has the cover on it, as most of the European type processors have. And when that cover is open, the hydraulic function on the machine stops. So nothing will work, so there's very low risk of injury. This is Tajfun's only manual saw model. So it has this bar up here that we're going to lower the chainsaw bar down with and cut through. When you get to the bottom of that stroke, it will split the wood. And when you return back up to the top, we can just push this forward and it will advance our log. That's it. There's no other controls on the operator side of the machine. On the back side of the machine, that is on the PTO side of the machine, there is an additional lever for moving a log in or out. And it is possible, for me at least, to reach across from the other side of the machine and use this lever. And then this is our log lift control lever here, up and down. That's it. You'll notice at the moment the belt is very loose on the conveyor, and that's because it needs to extend. You can see in here, it's got 3 separate sections, and this will telescope out once we fire the machine up. And once the machine's fired up, we can raise or lower the conveyor with this winch here. This model here, the conveyor is straight out only. It does not swing left and right. But I think for the size of the machine, the output of the machine, that is more than sufficient. This is also, I think, a very aggressively priced unit. So taking out features like a swinging conveyor is going to help them keep the price down. It does have adjustable wedge height. It is manual, and there are labels on here in centimeters, and that is to indicate the diameter of the wood that you're trying to split. So I need to, on this smaller stuff, move it all the way down. The first thing I actually need to do is remove the 6-way wedge that's currently in there and put my 4-way wedge in, because it's going to be a lot better suited for this small wood. So to release it completely, I just move this lever all the way down. These are a little heavy, but not terribly heavy. Then pick the 4-way wedge up in that slot, make sure it hooks. Yep. We're all good. Two other nice features this has, even though this is the most basic model, and you don't see this on a lot of low-end machines. It has an adjustable log stop. That's not uncommon, but it also has a piston built into the log stop so that it will retract from the log when you're about to make your cut, so that it's not putting pressure on the saw bar as it's making the cut. The other thing it has is a tip tray, so it will hold the piece of wood up until it's ready to split, and dropping the piece down in the chamber evenly gets you less pieces that bounce in the chamber and end up crooked. The other day running this at Reeves, we put over 3 totes full of wood through the machine, and I didn't have a single piece fall down in that splitting chamber and get crooked. It have to be manually adjusted. Everything fell from the tip tray right where it was supposed to fall, and we could send it through the wedge without delay.